Hello one and all to the final group stage game for the United States in the 2021 Gold Cup. They will be taking on Canada on Sunday, the game we have all been waiting for in this group stage. The two best teams in the group, facing off against each other in a very important scenario. Because if the United States doesn't win this game against Canada, the United States finishes in second in this group. Very excited to see what team Greg Berhalter picks. And the first thing that you noticed, and the fans noticed, right before the start of the United States versus Martinique game was that starting lineup. Beautiful starting lineup. He played the kids, which is what all the fans wanted to see. They wanted to see the likes of Busio, Williamson, James Sands, Matthew Hoppe, Daryl DK, George Bello. All these guys got appearances, got starts for the United States in the Gold Cup, and they played awesome. Great game all around. 6-1 was the final. Daryl DK, man of the match, had 2 goals. And one of them taken away from him, which was an own goal, rightfully so. But hey, 3 goals or 2 goals, Daryl DK was playing out of this world. But that one, well, I guess it wouldn't have changed anything, even though I was going to say that. Yeah. But other than Daryl DK, you had the likes of Matthew Hoppe, played very, very well. Gianluca Busio took almost every set piece, or I think he did take every set piece for the United States. Took 15 corners to Martinique's 0. I don't think I've ever seen that before, with corners being so lopsided like that. 15-0. Absolutely crazy from the United States in set pieces. This was a game, like we said in the preview against Martinique, that the United States could test things and take chances. Now, I didn't think Greg Berhalter would take this much chances playing the kids like he did, but this is what the fans have been wanting, playing a team like this. When I was doing my preview for it, I didn't really know what Berhalter would do. My gut was telling me, play the kids. Play Sands, play Busio, play Hoppe, DK, play all these guys. You didn't see the likes of Sebastian Lletget in this game. He's played a few games in a row for the United States. He's one of Greg Berhalter's favorite players. He was due for a rest in this game. Sam Vines, who scored the winner against Haiti in the first game, was on the bench, getting a nice little rest in this. George Bello played well. I fully expect Sam Vines to take his starting spot back against Canada, but we'll get into the starting lineup a little bit later. But now, going after this game against Martinique, the United States has more questions at their best starting lineup for this group, because those kids played very, very well against Martinique. It's going to be hard to bench any of them. Now, a few players like Busio, Sands, Robinson, who else? Roldan and Bello all played the full 90 minutes, and with a shorter recovery window, with the game playing on Sunday and the last game being on Thursday, you're going to see some changes due to that. How many changes you'll see in that? I don't know. We'll talk about that again as we get closer. But all in all, great game for the United States. Very exciting game. Obviously, 6-1 is very exciting. But even at the end of the game, when it was 6-1, when Giacchini scored that last goal off the assist by Gianluca Busio, Greg Berhalter was yelling at the players to get back across the line so they could kick off and try to get that next goal that would have taken them top of the group on goal difference. With right now, as we said, they're tied on goal difference right now. But Canada holds a tiebreaker over them right now. So the United States has to beat Canada in order to take the 1 seed in this group. And if you watched that Canada game and you watched the preview and you saw that I said that I thought Canada and Haiti would draw 1-1, forget I said that. Forget I said that. Go back to what I said on Twitter when the Gold Cup, before the Gold Cup even started, that I had Canada and the United States going into this last game with 3 points each, or 6 points each. Martinique and Haiti 0. Haiti beating Martinique, United States and Canada drawing, but now, in this circumstance, the United States is not winning the group. They would be coming in second. So whichever prediction makes me look smarter, that's the one that you have to go off. That's the rule. I host a podcast, I make the rules. But yeah, Martinique got a goal and a penalty. Kellen Acosta fouled right on the edge of the box. Emmanuel Riviere placed it to the right of Matt Turner, froze him completely, had a little shit talking afterwards, which is always great to see. Love the goalies and the players getting after it a little bit. But hey, it was an easy game for the United States. This is a game you could test things, you could play the kids, and they did just that. And the kids played very well. The youngest United States starting 11 in a competition, in a competitive fixture ever. Average age of 23, and I don't know the exact age. I'm going to guess 184. I'm not confident in that. We'll throw the graphic up now, but I'm not confident in that. But either way, fun game to watch. Very, very fun game to watch. This was a game the fans wanted to see, and the game the fans got to see. Jaissy Zardes came off the bench. Beautiful strike from Jaissy Zardes. Lashed it past him. Beautiful goal. Hoppe played well, as we said. or Walker Zimmerman. We came so close to saying Walker Zimmerman would score a goal. He didn't, but Miles Robinson, the defender, we did get a defender scoring in this game. It was Miles Robinson, though, not Walker Zimmerman. Across from Busio, went over everybody on the corner. Williamson was their back post, put in a beautiful cross across the box, and it was headed home easily by Miles Robinson. I don't know which goal was easier for the United States. Was it the Giacchini goal in the last couple minutes of the game or the Miles Robinson header? We'll put a poll somewhere. At least I'll try to put a poll somewhere. If I don't know how to do it, I apologize. It's not anywhere. Say what you think down below, I guess. Yeah, very fun game. And as for Canada, as we said, a 4-1 victor over Haiti. They've won their past 2 games by a combined score of 8-2, with Kyle Larin being their main target man, their main player. But we knew this going into the tournament. With no Jonathan David, with no Alphonso Davies, Kyle Larin was going to be the guy. And after coming off a great season at Besiktas, where he had 24 total goal contributions, 19 goals, and 5 assists in the Turkish Super League, second in the league in scoring, comes into this game, or this tournament, great run of form, and now, after scoring 2 against Haiti, 1 left-footed strike past the goalie, and 1 penalty, he is now Canada's all-time leading scorer in regards to goals in a calendar year. He's now scored 10, passing 2 current Canada teammates, Jonathan David with 8 and Lucas Cavallini with 8. Now he's got 10, and I fully expect that goal tally just to keep rising as the tournament goes on because he is a very, very good striker. Along with Kyle Larin in this tournament, who we knew was going to be Canada's main focus, their main guy in this tournament, Stefan Gustacchio put it in a beautiful free kick against Haiti to open up the score sheet. Absolutely peach of a free kick. 2 goals, 8 caps for Canada. Both goals have come in this tournament, and he has been one of their better players as well. Junior Hoylett has 1 goal and 2 assists this tournament. He's a free agent now, but still has that quality for Canada, and it has showed. The goal was a penalty, yes, but you still had to score it, and had 2 assists in the game against Martinique. Lucas Cavallini, as we talked about, 16 goals and 24 caps for Canada, as we said as well. Before Kyle Larin scored these 2 goals against Haiti, he had the joint record, for most goals in a calendar year with 8. Jonathan Osorio is another great player for them from Toronto FC. Maxime Crepeau in goal. Mark Anthony Kay in midfield. You've just got a lot of very nice players in this 3-4-3 system that Canada has been running this tournament. And in the last game against Haiti, you saw a front 3 of Kyle Larin, Cavallini, and Jonathan Osorio. Will we see that same front 3 again, or will we see Junior Hoylett creep his way back into the team? Who knows? Time will tell, but I'm very, very excited. This is a huge game for the United States. As we said, they need to win. They cannot draw. Canada can sit back all they want because a win or a draw puts them through top of the group. If the United States loses or draws, they're in second. But man, I'm excited. As I said before, I'm going to be at the game, so it's going to be very exciting. 4 o'clock on July 18th. Fox Sports will be having the game. I think it's on standard Fox channel. It's going to be a fun one, and I'm uber excited for this game. As far as the starting lineup goes for the United States, I'm very intrigued for the starting lineup. He did what the fans wanted in the last game. He played the kids. Busio, Williamson, Bello, Sands, Hoppy, DK. You had all of these guys in the team. Great lineup. Now, how much do you disrupt that lineup? As we talked about earlier, you had a few players play the full 90 minutes. And in that shortened window of recovery, you're not going to see a lot of those players play or start the games at least. They might come off the bench. I fully expect Busio to come off the bench if he doesn't start. Same thing with Williamson, Hoppy, DK. Well, DK and Hoppy didn't play the full 90 minutes, but whatever. They will come off the bench if they don't start the game. Okay, but does he keep the same system? Does he go back to the 4-3-3, which is a system that has been his favorite ever since taking over as the United States manager? In this game, we said that he ran more of a 5-2-1-2 or a 3-4-1-2 with Christian Roldan sitting as a number 10. Will we see that same formation again? Personally, I would love to see that formation. I would love to see at least a 5-3-2. I want to see a striking duo in this game again because the United States, as we've talked about, the wingers is their weakest part of the team. Jonathan Lewis and Paul Arriola are the only 2 natural wingers the United States has on this roster. Arriola's coming off a hamstring injury. Lewis did next to nothing against Haiti. So will we keep the same formation? I hope so, because I think that'd be really cool. So going into this game, thinking of that 5-3-2 formation, or however you want to look at it, starting in net, again, Matt Turner. And this tournament, he's young question number 1. We knew this going into the tournament, even though he was coming in with 1 cap. We knew he was going to be the starter. And he hasn't done anything really to lose it. He hasn't really faced a lot. He's allowed 1 goal, and the goal allowed was a penalty. So He's not losing his spot at all at this point in time. Will he be the number 1 next year? Will he be the number 1 if Stefan and Horvath are all there? Who knows? But this tournament, he's the number 1. Back 3, I'm going to keep it the same. Zimmerman, Sands, and Robinson. I think that was a really nice partnership there, a nice trio there. Sands was playing more as a number 6 or like a deep line number 6. You saw the likes at Chelsea with David Luiz played this role very well under Antonio Conte. Sands did that. He can pass the ball out of the back. Natural number 6, played as that middle of the back 3, worked very well. I expect to see that again. Zimmerman's the best center back. Robinson's the second best center back. Robinson scored a goal. They're going to start in that back 3. At least I hope that's what the back 3 is. I really liked that lineup Berhalter went with. I think those 3 would be very nice to see there. Now, Sands playing the full 90 minutes. I could totally see them going to a back 4 in this. We'll talk about a back 4 lineup a little bit later once we're done with the lineup that I think is going to happen, but we'll talk about the other one as well. But that's what I think for the back 3. I think Vines will get his position back at left wing back, and I would love to see Reggie Cannon back, but if Cannon's still not healthy in this tournament, at this point in time, you got to keep starting Shaq Moore there. Shaq Moore did set up the goal against Haiti. He was the man of the match against Haiti. He's going to start there again. At least I would assume he starts there again. So Shaq Moore, Sam Vines is the wing backs. And I'm going to go with the midfield 3, more of a flat line instead of that 2 and 1 as a number 10 in there, more of a number 6 and 2 8s. So I'm going to go with Leggett back in there. And then Jackson Ewell, who came off the bench in this game. I think he'll go back to him. I would love to see Busio in there. I hope Busio's in there. Like I said in the last game, I hope Busio's there. He plays the 90 minutes for Sporting, but this is a very, very condensed window right here. The United States, if they beat Canada, will have a full week to recover for this. Group A and Group B are going to have such better recovery times than Group C and Group D. I hope Busio's starting. My gut says Ewell, who came off the bench in this game. I don't know what will happen. I hope Busio, but who knows? And then that other number 8, will Kellen Acosta start there? He's the one who gave up the penalty in the last game. He's a pretty safe option. He's usually a safe option. Played as the right wing back, coming in for Shaq Moore. Has played as a right back at times, kind of like what Tyler Adams did at times for the United States. We have seen that in the past. I don't think he does that again. Does he start? Do you put in Williamson, who looked shaky at times but played very, very well at the end of the game? Set up Miles Robinson's goal. Like we said, get the assist for him. Do you see Busio there? Williamson, does he take his spot back? I don't know what to think about this team. There were so many good performances in that game against Martinique. It's so hard to try and predict a lineup for this game because you don't want anybody to be disappointed or anybody to be upset with players left out because of how good they played. But you got to think of the fitness in this game as well, which is going to be a problem for some people who won't get over that and go, well, Busio and Williamson played very well against Martinique. They should start, and they don't. It's got to be something to do with fitness. That's what my gut's telling me about that. If they do start, would not be surprised at all. They played great. Busio should start. He is better than Jackson Ewell. We have talked about that since the first video. He should start, but my gut tells me Jackson Ewell will start. That's just how I think about it. The midfield 3, I think, will go back to the midfield 3 that we saw against Haiti, even though Acosta gave up the penalty, and also though Busio is better than Ewell. Legit starting no matter what. I think we can all grasp that in that. And then the front 2, I know a lot of people want to see Giacchini. I think a lot of people want to see Matthew Hoppe. I think they're going to go with Daryl Dike and Jayassi Zardes. You can argue the order all you want. To me, Jayassi Zardes is the number 1 striker for the United States. At this point in time, Jayassi Zardes is the current starter for the United States up top. Daryl Dike has been scoring goals for fun. He did it in the last game against Martinique. He did it for club at Orlando City and at Barnsley. Josh Sargent does some more things off the ball. He doesn't really score a lot of goals. So those are the top 3, and the 2 that you have on this roster are the 2 best strikers, in my opinion, that you have in Dike and Zardes, and I want to see them play together. I think that'd be very cool to see them together. Now, how their roles differ, who knows? Will Zardes drop back? Will Zardes be a little more of a neutral or flowing player, be able to go to different sides of the field? DK says more central. Who knows? Do we see Hoppe back in there who played very well? Do we see Giacchini in there? I don't know. It's just going to be a very fun game. That's how I think it's going to line up. My gut is telling me this is how it lines up. Just due to fitness and everything, this is what I'm feeling right now. It's Turner, Zimmerman, Sands, Robinson, Moore, Vines at the wing backs, Leggett, Ewell, and Acosta in midfield with Zardes and DK up top. That's just what my gut's telling me right now. If I was doing this, what I want to happen, I would put Turner, back 4, back 5, all the same. And then with Leggett, Busio, Williamson, with DK and Zardes. That's what I would want to happen. Do I think it will happen? I don't know. It's hard to tell because it's a good problem to have. It's not like there's anything wrong with having this problem. You got a lot of good players that are in good form right now, and you don't want to change the lineup. The fitness thing is an issue here. Now, if we went to a back 4 and went a 4-3-3, I think the back 3 or back 4 would be the same, just minus Sands. So you'd revert back to the game that you had against Haiti with Moore, Zimmerman, Robinson, and Vines. Midfield 3, Leggett. Again, I think he's starting no matter what, unless he picks up a knock before this game. But then Ewell, Acosta, and then basically the starting lineup that I had in the last video with Giacchini, DK, Zardes, maybe Hoppy on the right. But I would love to see Busio and Williamson start again, or just one of them to start again, or Acosta start again. I don't know. It's just going to be fun. The predicted lineup is the one that I said two lineups ago of... So we're just going to go over it again because I forgot. I don't know what I said 2 lineups ago. I've said like 5 lineups so far. The lineup I think he'll choose is Turner, Zimmerman, Sands, Robinson, Vines, Moore, Leggett, Ewell, Acosta, Zardes, and DK. That is what I think it will be. I want Busio to start. I would like Williamson to start. Who knows what will happen? That's the excitement, and that's why he's the manager, and we're the ones talking about it. We're having the conversations on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever. But that's why he's the manager. He's the one employed to make these tough decisions and make fans angry, because that's just what you never have 100% fans if you're the manager. It's very rare you have all fans and no people saying you're stupid or an idiot or whatever. You don't know how to choose a team, whatever. But yes, exciting game. United States versus Canada, Kansas City for the Group B title. United States has to beat Canada in order to finish top of the group. I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory for the United States in this game. I'm going to go with a Sebastian Leggett goal. And then, I'm going to go with a Gianluca Busio goal. I'm feeling a Busio goal in this game. Hopefully he starts. Time will tell, though. Again, that's why he's the manager. We'll find out on Twitter an hour before the game. And yeah, exciting stuff. Hope Reggie Cannons gets back and healthy for the knockout stage. Same with Paul Arriola. We don't know what their health situation is. Maybe they both start in this game. Time will tell. Fun stuff. Maybe we see with Cannon on the right back and Arriola on the right wing, and they play a 3-4-3. Who knows? There's so many question marks going into this game regardless of the lineup, but that's a good problem to have, in my opinion. The kids played well against Martinique. Hopefully they carry that same form against Canada, and hopefully Canada forgets their current form and leaves it back against Haiti. That's what my hope is. That's what my hoppy is. Yes. Good stuff there from the Logan Blackman Show. But make sure, speaking of that, go and follow me on all forms of social media down below. Go subscribe to the Apple Podcast and Spotify account. 2-1's the score prediction. Let's go United States. Beat Canada. Top the group. And take home the Gold Cup. I will see you guys in the next preview. Peace.